Hey everyone, Kate and Fiona Pearman joining you for this week's Facebook Live, where we continue to talk about the importance of getting clear when it comes to confidence. Who you are, what you want, where you want to go, how you're going to get there, what help you need, who can help you. All of those are key aspects and elements to helping you get really clear about who you are, what you want and where you want to go. All of that provides certainty. And we know that when we've got certainty, we're more likely to take action. Fee.
Yeah, the big conversation here to start having with ourselves, and the big thing to start to unpack is being aware of what's really going on for us and what it is that we want to focus on, because it's very easy to go in a lot of different directions and to lack clarity. And that lack of clarity means we tend to stop. We won't do things, we won't choose things because we just don't know what the results will be. So as we start to focus in and as we start to think about what's possible for us, that's where we can have good digging in, good conversations with ourselves, good conversations with others to start to identify what is it that I really want, and am I potentially limiting possibility by thinking small? A lot of our work with organizations, senior executives and CEOs come in and tell everybody, dream big, think big, go after the big possibilities. And yet when it comes to actually doing that, we can often catch ourselves up with our own ideas about what's possible for us.
Yeah, and so I think that the two parts to this conversation. The second, right, which is what you want and where you want to go, defined by your beliefs around what's possible. And then the other part, this first part around who are you? What is it that you want? And I think this one can get really sticky because it feels like we should know the answer to that, right? It's me. I'm the only person. No one else can answer that question. We are the only one. And so here digging into understanding your skill, capability, experience. We often call this your value stack. Your understanding who you are. How do you articulate that? Understanding what's important to you, right? Your values. Active confidence, number one, get clear and make decisions. We encourage our clients, and it's part of the Get Clear chapter 1 in that Core Confidence book, being able to dig in to understand what's important to you so that you can make some good decisions around goals. Your values helps understand your own behavior, right? So if we think about who you are, the clearer you are about what's important to you, the clearer you are going to be about understanding yourself, that self-awareness of what's driving my behavior. And I think this piece, our ability to understand ourselves, to develop that self-awareness, to know what some of our key drivers are, and to perhaps make some of what has previously been unconscious conscious, then allows us to make some different decisions.
I think there's lots of great ways to experiment with this. So as we start to gain clarity around those values and we take some actions, some things will come up that are maybe unexpected. And this is where we often see people potentially shining a light on values that they weren't consciously aware of. And that's so powerful because once we can see them, we can go, okay, I've got 5 or 6 values that are important to me. And some of these are not necessarily working well together. I need to unpack this a bit. I need to understand how I'm going to hold these 2 values that are seemingly difficult to reconcile, that maybe feel like opposites. How am I going to explore that and really start to understand for me what's most important here at this stage of my life and with all the circumstances and all the things I'm starting to achieve? And so the willingness, I think, to stay with the process, to start to use our awareness and our intuition to understand some of the things that are hidden from view, really gives us a level of clarity that is way beyond what we'd get if we just sort of went through a more regimented, linear process.
Yeah, I think the risk here is that we get frustrated and stop because the answers don't come quickly. And what we know is this is a layered approach, right? Keep moving forward as you have more conversations, as you read more books, as you do more reflection, as you take more actions, we get more information. And as more information emerges, we get more certainty, right? We get more clarity around what I want and what I don't want. And both are really helpful. Team, we're going to leave it there. If you've enjoyed today's confidence conversation, we'd love for you to share that with anyone who might find it valuable, and or tag them below. If you've got questions, please reach out. If you want to go deeper with your relationship with core confidence, visit our website. And of course, over on our Facebook page, follow us there. Lots of great videos to dig into if you want to look at more about how you can dig into your confidence and clarity.